This week's Up for Debate, another popular one. You guys love your sweaters. I love the passion that you all have for sweaters. Like, we try to mix in like players and goals and scoring, and you're like, no, Beauts, we want sweater debates.
Let's talk
only.
hockey jerseys. Okay.
Best retro jerseys. Alexis, how did you select? There's plenty of teams. Yes, the Hartford Whalers are amazing, you guys. You guys know I got the mask. I love it. How did you select? I think it's probably because you kept with the Honda West teams, correct?
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
so I had to go with Wild because I'm like, well, most of our listeners are, Minnesota Wild fans or Minnesotans. And so I knew that one would get a lot of feedback. And then after that, I just picked two that I personally really liked, which was the Arizona Coyotes and the Colorado Avalanche. But this was of all the ones that's been hard to narrow down to three choices, this has got to be one of the toughest ones because there's just so many good ones. I mean, I almost did the LA Kings. I almost did the Hartford ones.
The Kings, yeah.
I love the Capitals jerseys, the Calgary Flames, Vegas. I mean, there's so many that are just really creative and really slick. And so that's what I put. And I even saw some people commenting. A lot of people said Hartford. There was somebody mentioned the LA Kings. And obviously
it's Carolina. Don't you call them Hartford? It's
Carolina. The Hartford jerseys. So a lot of people were loving the Wild ones as we kind of expected. It was tough to even choose after I had narrowed it down. Jesse, what was your favorite?
Arizona. I love the Kachinya throwback logo there. I think that's so solid. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Nordique Slove. I thought that was very simple, very beautiful. You saw that on gorgeous display on Lake Tahoe, which, my God,
that's kind of what sold me on them. Yeah.
Yes. I thought those looked phenomenal. And I mean, I like the Wild jerseys. I've said like they're super strong. I love them with the breezers because I think the breezers complete that whole look. It just, I don't know. They're not my top. But I would say Arizona for sure. I love how old school that is. You want retro, that's retro. And it's part of still their heritage. It's tough because Minnesota and Colorado and Carolina have all pulled upon from their other teams, which isn't wrong, but at least Arizona got to stay true to Arizona Phoenix, I guess, when they were referred to as the Phoenix Coyotes. But I went Arizona. What about you?
So I kind of copped out. I did a cop out and kind of said all of them were great. See, the thing is
I don't allow that, Alexis.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm a cheater. I love the Arizona, the Coyotes ones. The thing that I have the reverse effect. They have the reverse effect on me that the Wild ones did. So the Wild ones, I didn't like when they first released them just in pictures. Like I was like, okay, they're average, middle of the road for me. But then when I saw them in gameplay, I was like, those are so slick. Like they looked way cooler on TV than they did in pictures. So I kind of changed my mind on those. The Coyotes ones, I had the reverse effect. I loved they looked so slick in the pictures and I loved the purple, but then on TV, the purple doesn't come through as well. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's different, in person or whatever. But when I saw them on TV for the first time, I was like, I don't like these as much as I liked them in pictures. I went with the Colorado Avalanche ones, and for your reason for the Wild was my reason for Colorado. The breezers, the maroon breezers are so cool. Plus the Nordiques logo is slick, and it just like I love the white against the maroon breezers, and like you said, they looked so good in Lake Tahoe. Like I couldn't stop thinking about the breezers. I was like, I knew we were gonna do this Up for Debate, and I was like, I have to pick the Colorado as one of them because the breezers are so cool. But it's tough to choose because so many teams did such a great job. But I had to go with Colorado.
I was in another shout out. I think LA. I hope we see those maybe this weekend when the Wild, I almost called them the Stars. Oh my God. When the Wild bust out their retro jerseys on Saturday, maybe against the Kings. That would be super cool because I think those are beautiful as well.